Yes, so I'm question pro doc regarding statistics you offer here, pro youth. So man dama buga ban reason more that youth they gonna depress fee si deka si Gambia bi. Do you have anything linga muna sandi si lolu or do you have any idea on that?
Well, youth in the Gambia, I think one of the biggest problem right now, Monica, this economic strife, because especially youth see them become they have to make it, and that pressure within even the family setup is a problem. Understand? Because so I'm a dorm all the time. Man ma wara take man ma wara change the status quo of my home, and then ma pare jangam sorry wood or economically amut kuko muna japale. And then musta they think of that too much.
Yeah.
Those things can also loop them into mental health problems. Or along the way, because of the stress may be too high that, they may loop into drugs. And then start to get some maybe cannabis or amphetamines. There are a lot of drugs like ecstasies and all these things. Sometimes they will try and take it. It's just a way of escaping from their situation sometimes. Right, exactly. And then that's a very bad coping strategy. But along the way, they may pick mental health problems in it. That's why the youth, frankly, we have a lot of them with mental health problems. But you see, one of the things we need to note, and when it comes to gore, send mental health problems sometimes is more overt, come like because go the hair, you see drugs, but women they internalize problems because sometimes they undergo the same stress, but they internalize it, and then they cry too much, and then they loop into depression more. Then the men you see them more into conduct problem, and cruel fighting out there, maybe end up in drug misuse or end up having psychotic disorders. That's why they think they come like they're the main problem. But there are a lot of women also who are also going under a lot of affective disorder like depression, anxieties because of the same pressure, the same stress, combined with their biological nature. Maybe they had a predisposition. Maybe they have some gene a little bit because there is sometimes a biology in it that predispose the individual. Then in life sometimes ñuñ dee gis moom leen dee feel ne ñoo gën a bari waaye fekk tamit there are silent women out there who are really feeling the same conditions. And then they are hiding, they are not being taken care of because for depression, because you are calm, you're quiet, they think that in fact you're fine. Because if I'm disruptive, frankly, you will try to contain me because it's too overt. If I'm calm, quiet, you feel that I'm fine when I'm really suffering.
So do you think it's a choice? You bëgg pour handle some stress or some depression?
I would not say it's a choice. To me, I see it as a bad coping mechanism. Yeah, because human being at any point in time that they try to cope. Wow, anything look at that like dafa try to cope. Now ngay cope whether good or bad, lolu moy issue bi. Maybe me, us, the fact that you people are sitting down, even if you have stress, maybe you come and then you talk to one friend, that friend crack jokes here and there. Sometimes it makes you calm, and then maybe there is no okay, take cannabis, take this. Then you see, you are now within the context of a good coping setting. Why as soon come, I have the same stress, and I meet another friend then you see I'm looping into a very bad coping mechanism which will have some ripple effect. Then this is where the problem is. Some people, if you ask them, they may not even understand when they start taking these things, and then now they are hooked because when it comes to drug misuse disorders, there are specifiers that we need to know. As long as you're taking drugs for some time, you become dependent. And then that alone is a problem. Even to come out of it is a challenge. And it looks like you have to keep taking just to avoid some of the withdrawal effect. Then these are some of the things. It's unfortunate, but these are some of the things that happens to young men.
Boo nekkee campagne nag Omar xam na booy dañoo wax ne nga ñëw ak with your problem. ñu ne la booy ca jëlal da ngaa good.
You see.
Moom dëgg la moom your group moom if you want to grow you have to check your group. I think loolu is very important.
Exactly.
Li ñuy jàng.
Doc, thank you si answer yooyu noonu di dellu di wax gars yi rek te ñu nekk di gunge mooy Golden Umrah ñu ngi fii nii Kotu Boroy Fire Service képp koo xamee ne bëgg nga dem Umrah si weeri maaj bii nii yi nga amee 10 slots moo des dawal su fekkee da nga yóbbu sa yaay mala sa papa sa jabar mala yow si sa boppa dem leen very reasonable la 150,000 la for 10 days 7 days in Mecca 3 days in Medina ñoom ñoo leen a jox accommodation ñoo leen a jox tour guide lépp loo leen soxla ñoo leen koo jox li leen du defal mooy lekka bi te lekka bi ñeneen ñi man mun naa lekka yàppa kii du lekka yàppa moo tax ñu deem it necessary boobu ñu bàyyi ko on your choice donc di ñëwaat rek di la laajte comme yéen ñu nekk di liggéey si hospital bi ak ñoo xamee ne yéen si society bi what are some common mental health issues you do see nowadays maybe either in the hospitals in society?
Yeah, mental health problems that we see usually just bari na lool. Okay, when it comes to common, yes, I know that substance use disorder is a common problem. When you gel new porn or use other drugs like synthetic cannabinoids like Koos and all those things like maybe also diazepam, this is one thing that is common, and then they may come to hospital, they may not come because it's just they're just using it. But we also see people with depressive disorders, in clinics, come, they have depression. Depression, depression, take would ne come ko talk like ne dama depressed. Because sometimes literally mun nga ne like dama depressed. Wow. The emotional issues are like, because normally along our way sometimes we get sad a little bit, we come out of it and then we are fine. But when you depressive disorder, sadness, for prolong, at least for 2 weeks, you have sad like mun lo gain out of it. Then be lodon, okay, like your immediate people, munatulo ñew defa sa liggéey o sa liggéey sa nga bañ ko. Nga dem be time bo xamne comme amatulo energy, nga am hopelessness, amatulo hope in the future, nga feel ne sax man suma aduna sax jarut ma dunda. Then nga begin to entertain some suicidal thoughts. Then time bo wuli na ne wow munatulo concentrate legi ñu ne am nga depressive disorder. Then they just come like they bipolar, they swing between two poles. Sometimes they are absolutely elated, happy. Why not happy in Bohamne come then la may iPhone go could may iPhone or you may land or something, you could be very happy. Why this happiness is inappropriate. That's why it's called elated. It's inappropriate. Young happy too much when it is not relevant.
Could it be in a situation where hamantene come date mo am where koko mu ngi contact? Could it?
Wow. That's why I mentioned it's inappropriate. Then onge gawa mer. Because some ñene dañ happy, ñene dañ gawa mer. Little things they get irritated. Then new thing some grandiose delusions and all those things. The government ñom some abilities you not deaf or possess something or they are too special and then sometimes you become a little bit aggressive. Is part of the manic phase. Normally so is overt because one thing is the rule is we should help you, because one of the problems is if we don't help you, you may damage your self yourself, like your self-character. Because even so they may be get remit, sometimes you can definitely go around. Why then we try to help you for even for that. Why then them that after when they are out of that phase they go into depression. But one thing, anxiety is it's a very common thing, and then we all kind of have it. Even us as presenters, you know, some people have a lot of social phobia. Understand? So imagine like so invite on sa pour mu taxaw fena sa du mëna wax be dafa am collapse on sang. Though we all do have some social phobia a little bit because ku nekk they cope ak phobia. Why when it comes extreme, you need really help. Understand? So that you can, because dafa limit sa potentials. Understand? Maybe if it is a student, understand, dafa am phobia be mënu taxaw assembly sa wax. Also ko joxe poem sa pour mu read mënut ko read. So ko joxe passage and then mu ngi cause an impairment in your functioning, which I really feel that is one of the things that we have to really work on. Then I'm keep worrying all the time. Bedo muna nelaw, you are all the time jittery. Goody do muna nelaw nga ñene da nga dem be feel ne sax comme you're having some burning sensation. Yoy yop o mu ngay feel ne sa yaram ma ngi laka. Yoy yop fever ay anxiety la. Yoy yop they can be solved, you know, because mental illness, I can tell you, most of them are curable. Because ñene dañ tek ne comme because of the psychotic dafa no come in medicine, like the ones with maybe cancers. Cancer, naturally, most of them, yes, is terminal sometimes. Mental illness, the psychotic, primary psychotic problem, more gonna feign, when you come ko hamne, mungi wax, mungi jaxaso, di wax yo hamne andut, or the dega voices, or the gis lo hamne war ko gis, then lolu prolong for some time. We call it schizophrenia. Wow, is chronic. Why you know sa dinga muna them into remission be functional. Why those are the ones that people see. They take all mental illness, psychotic phenomenon like that, come psychosis like that. Like it has lot of branches.
Am na neurosis.
Am na neurosis.
Am na neurosis. Foog naa under neurosis boobu noonu la anxiety yooyu fall ñoom PTSD fële ñoom phobia comme noo ko waxee psychosis foofu nga dee am bipolar, depression, schizophrenia, when there is high dopamine in the limbic system of the brain. So, you know, Doc, lalga.
Okay.
Psychiatric, dama ko like.
Daf ma remind
Dama like psychiatric, you know. Dama like psychiatric trop. So, Ibrahima, lan moo tax nga foog ne mental health yu bëri si suñu société bu ñu nekk nii dañ ko téye as a tabou.
Waaw Omar, man dama jàpp ne rek nit ñi dundee fulal nit yi seen problème. Because tey man dinaa am lu ma métti I go through something ma ñëw wax la ko nga naan ma ne yow toppatool sa soxla loolu dafa lu ndaw lii fekk xamuloo loolu lan la moo def si man. Comme nu ma waxee rek mën nañoo ànda man ma déggaat xaal xëy na man ma yëg na déggaat na xaal la ma tegg suma tànk kii mën naa am su ko déggaatee dafa yuuxu yow nga déggaat ko bërëngu fi yëpp kii mu déggaat ko mu jooy ko 1 week du dox du def dara comme niñ koo yëgee ñun ku nekk nekkul benn so dañu war a xam ne nit ku nekk lu moo feel moom rek moo ko xam and it takes a lot pour nit mu génna mu wax lan la nekk di yëg si yaramam bi or lu mu nekk di go through whatever but su fekkee ne kooku wax na ko and then fulaluñ ko xam nga ñu ñàkkaloo ko fayda you know loolu mun na moo jur leneen moo tax man dama wax ne léegi fan naa keroog maa ngi la doon wax loolu the last time léegi jamono bu ñu nekk nii I don't know how you see that as a psychiatrist nit yi du ñaaka ñu wax si yow.
That's true.
du ñaaka ñu def si yow.
Definitely.
dama dee wax ne ñii aaduna bi ñuy baax nañ waaye ñi bon leen ba pare. even yàlla sax du histoire bi ne yonent bu ñoo safe. so man lu ma believe mooy ku nekka nga protect sa mental health nga contrôle lan moo laa jox dépression nga contrôle lan moo laa dugal into stress loolu yaa ko mun a train sa boppa kii faw ma dina mun si dara loolu keneen ak keneen noonu ñoom lu ñoo mun rek may counsel la wala jox medication if necessary waaye society bi ñu ñoo war a jàppale wante nit ku ñëw mu wax la feebaram soo si xamul dara ebal ko fu ko xam dara nekka waaye ñun fii most cases rek comme ni ñu ko waxee woon rek dañoo jàpp ne yeneen yi yëfi tubaab la ak comme tey man may go through something ñu ne ma dama nga def thérapie dama nga gis thérapeute bi rek dañ maa ne man mën naa la wax ne yow loolu lu si jar thérapie you know because believe wuñ ko gëmuñ ko te lu am la thérapie it works wante fii fulaluñ ko